I am here to inspire you and about Britain and AI. I'm deeply passionate about British culture, about our vibrant history and our eccentricity. Together, I think we can harness these moments. That's too quick. Harness these moments to bring Britain to the forefront of AI. We're innovators, actors, academics, and musicians, and a bit nutty. Now, there's lots of talk about kind of, the massive wealth and etc. We don't need to compete with America and China. We just need to focus on what we're good at. This talk was inspired by a talk that I went to with Will Hutton, who is an academic journalist and former head of one of the Oxford colleges. We spoke about what it meant to be British and when we had that kind of spirit behind us. So we wanted to think about when that was. Now, some of you might not remember 2012, but Danny Boyle did this amazing opening ceremony. It touched on all elements of who we were, who we are. We had, the Spice Girls, Stella McCartney designing the kit. We spoke about the kind of working classes. And then, in the middle, we had Tim Berners-Lee. He invented the internet. That ingenuity, we were very kind of isolated. We were there and he did this. So when we talk to the West Coast, the internet, that's our bat, that's our ball. Let's be confident about this. Grand Theft Auto, we might not have a massive manufacturing industry of cars anymore, but guess what? We can create engaging experiences where you can steal them. And this was done by in Scotland. We stand on the shoulders of giants. Charles Babbage, he invented, the difference machine, the analytical engine, and he did that inspired by looms from the industrial age. If he hadn't been in that industrial textile industry, would he have come up with the computer? Then we have, get the names right. Thank you very much. Mental block. Ada Lovelace, and she invented the first computer program. She thought the analytical engine could do so much more than just calculation. So that's fantastic. Then we came up with the idea of AI. What is that? What is it? And if Alan Turing with his Turing test hadn't come up with the concept that machines could be intelligent, would we have actually fought to make them intelligent? If you haven't got Everest, you don't know whether you want to climb it or not. So with all of these brilliant things, I graduated in the time of Britpop. Britain was cool. We had a real swagger about ourselves. And that's what we need to get back because we are brilliant, we are cool, and we do need that swagger. A little bit about me now, sorry. I had the fortune to be at the forefront of a lot of parts of design moving forward. I created the first data visualizations for Barclaycard. I headed up a massive team at UBS and replatformed the entire bank. And then I worked with the consultancies, bringing creativity to there. Now, we've got to think about what we're good at. Britain is the home of Formula One. All of the best engineering happens here. So why are we so good at that? Why can we not also be that brilliant at doing the internet? We're also punks. We will stand up. We will believe in what we want to believe. We will stand up against the establishment. We will do things differently. You can see the t-shirt here as well. But we need to be the punks of AI. We need to stand out and be different. Oswald Boateng, I love this guy. He took Savile Row to the Paris fashion show. He combined his Ghanaian history, his dad with his really sharp suits, and he decided to reinvent Savile Row. And that's it. I'd love one of those suits when I get to that point. Then this is a personal hero of mine, Graham O'Brien. He redesigned our concept of what the bike was, and he broke the world hour record. He had this O'Brien tuck. He used washing machine bearings in the bottom of his bicycle, and he, made the cycling world take awe. But then they banned his bike. So guess what? He did something different. Went from here to here. Broke the record again and had this wonderful competition with Chris Boardman, who was supported by Lotus and the Lotus Superbike, and he made that in his little shop in Glasgow. Then I want to talk about Welcome to Wrexham. Now, this is an amazing community. Wrexham was the home of the first football stadium. They were scarred by a massive mining disaster. But when Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney brought them together, they created this wonderful sense of community. How can we capture that? How can we do that for Britain? How can we do that for all the towns? So I'm running over a little bit here, But we're so often programmed to think we need to solve problems, get our ducks in the row. I would challenge us not to be the ducks in the row, but we should be inspired by the murmurs of starlings. They create these wonderful shapes where they respond and they move and they come together just in connection with the people around them. So if we can be those starlings, we can create this wonderful, beautiful murmur of what British culture is like in AI. I'm Neil. If you want to rib me about my taste in music or talk to me about creativity in AI, please do.